We are back on the road with some heavy haulage. It's from WSI and it's a Scania Highline with a Bosshaus semi-low loader. This model is a limited edition and it's in the colours of the French transport company Capelle. As usual, the model comes in a standard WSI box, and out of the box comes the trailer, the tractor and a bag of parts. There's not much to do to get the truck ready for the road, so let's join the tractor and trailer and clunk click does the trick. And that's a nice easy connection. There's one other thing we'll do at this stage of the proceedings, and that's add the sideboards onto the gooseneck. For the detail, we'll start underneath the Scania, and it's very detailed as you would expect, and that includes different tyres on the steering and driven axles. The cab has got beacon lights on the roof, and the Capelle name is nicely printed. Lower down there's a big Convoy Exceptionnel sign, and the rest of the modelling at the front is really nice. Looking side on, and the Capelle name is nicely rendered, and there are other small details including a door handle and nice footplates with texturing. On one side of the cabinet there may be a box which could be for fire equipment. There are speed signs at the back of the cab, and the cabinet is nicely decorated and there are coiled lines too. At the back there's a number plate and Scania on the stiff mud flaps. We have seen the Bosshaus trailer before and it's highly detailed, and particularly so considering this is the underside of the trailer. There are many small hoses and the axles are nicely modelled. The metal sideboards on the gooseneck have Capelle written on them, and the Bosshaus graphic is sharply rendered. The trailer deck has got a plastic replica timber inlay, and there's also a thin yellow stripe running down the edge. Towards the back of the trailer there's a Bosshaus logo, and that's also replicated on each of the mud flaps. This particular trailer has got loading ramps and they're very detailed, and that includes having nice securing chains. We start with the Scania, and as you can see the rear wheels spin freely and there's some movement at the steering end of things. As for rolling along, the Scania is fairly smooth, although the steering axle wants to keep moving. Still, if we set the steering and apply some downward pressure, we could then make a reasonable attempt at steering the tractor. As usual, there's the feature of the tilting cab and it works well on this model. It can pose tilted and there's a detailed engine underneath. There was also another feature on the review model, and that's a movable fifth wheel position, and that gives some flexibility when hooking up trailers. Moving on to the trailer, and there's linked steering on the rear two axles, and all axles also have good sprung suspension. There's also landing legs which can be lowered by unscrewing. Right side up we can see that the trailer suspension works well. And while we're here, let's check the self-steering of the trailer. So we set the rear two axles and then we can see that the trailer steers quite nicely. All of the usual small features of the trailer are present, including marker boards which can be extended. There are plastic ramps which can be run up onto the gooseneck. There's a support beam which is held in place by deck posts which can be added. And if you want, you can extend the width of the deck down both edges. But sometimes in life you just want to go long, and you can achieve that with the trailer because it's extendable. The review model was a bit stiff to start with, but once it started moving it was okay. And then you get a much longer trailer. So here we'll use it to carry some long beams, and we'll sit those on the gooseneck and also at the support beam which has been pinned in at the back. If you want to load up with plant and equipment, then you can lower the loading ramps, and that's a simple matter of disconnecting the chain And another option you have if you wanted is to fit 4 container locks into the deck and then use the giant hand crane to fit on a steel container. The locks work well to secure the container from moving. Or maybe you just want to carry some heavy counterweights, so the truck could be used as a support truck for a mobile crane. Here we're loading it up with 60 tons of weight. Or more conventionally, we can carry a piece of plant. This is another heavy haulage model from WSI, which is well up to their usual standards. It's nice to see a model in the limited edition colours of Capelle of France. It's a very nice combination of details and features, so if you're looking for a nice heavy haulage model, this one is very good.